Bryce Tompkins comes back out onto the field. The transfer from Paxton, who came in and started for Gavin Screws, who left as a signee of Troy. Robert Shields, as head coach, has said he's the first guy there at every single practice. He holds his team accountable. He is a great young man and leader. And he wants to launch it deep down the field. Nice. And it's intercepted at the 45. He underthrew his receiver, and Bogan comes up with his fourth pick this year. Xavier McGriff had some separation, though. But once again, Baldwin can't find the open man, and it's the second interception of the night for Tompkins.
Yeah, there was some pressure in the pocket. He did a great job sliding to the left and getting his feet set. I thought he'd be able to step into it. He just didn't get what he wanted on it, and Bogan came up with a great interception because his receiver was open.
This is an interesting stat. Tompkins, in 7 wins this year for Baldwin, 19 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. In those 3 losses, 2 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. He has 1 touchdown and 2 picks tonight. Eagles take over at their own 43. Play action fake going over the middle. A lot of contact. Nearly intercepted by a couple of white jerseys. And there's Robert Kitchen, the cornerback, wagging his finger at Nick Elksness, saying, not again. You're not catching in traffic this time
A lot
around.
of grabbing and pulling there. I thought we probably would have saw a flag there.
Officials let it go with 5:23 left in the half. Episcopal trails 12-7 in its first home playoff game in 12 years. Trying to avenge the only loss of the 2019 regular season. Power set with JC in the backfield. The toss to the outside for the sophomore running back, trying to find a lane. There's just nowhere to go for him. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And once again, bringing him down, Malcolm Harvin. The linebacker has been blitzing early and often tonight.
They seem to have really cleaned up their run defense. Early on, looked like we had some nice holes, and now they really tightened that up.
First carry for JC went for about 15 yards, and since hasn't found much on the ground, and now the Eagles put in a tough position following the interception. 3rd down and 11 at their own 42. Tomberlin with time has Elksness at the 46.
He's got the first down.
That should be enough, like you said, Glenn. In that spot where our line judge is, enough for an Eagles first down. Another accurate ball thrown by Tomberlin with the pressure coming off the edge. Staying cool, calm, collected.
Good
moving
ball,
the chains.
Good route, got to the sticks. I think there was one game it might have been this last game we played them where similar play, but we didn't get to the sticks. We were a yard short. So good route there. Understanding of where the first down marker was.
That's the IQ of a Power 5 commit. 1st and 10 at the 46. JC, another handoff, has some room this time around, breaks loose for a big gain. Down the sideline, one man to beat.
Nice.
He's gone for a 46-yard touchdown. Half man, half amazing. Urshad JC does it again.
But they're the runs I like. They're the runs that are working for us tonight. Not the outside run, the run that starts inside, goes about 3-4 yards, then breaks to the outside. It's similar to the one that he got for a big gain earlier.
The youngest back in the city with 1,000 yards puts the Eagles on top 13-12. How many times have we seen that from this kid on the season? The Eagles lead by 1 and surprisingly not going for 2. Mumford gets it up with the pressure coming. And he puts it through the uprights again. Urshad JC. What do we even say anymore? 7 carries, 187 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week. How is he going to follow this up after being bottled up all game against Baldwin? And a season-low 27 yards in the first meeting. That big gash puts the Eagles on top 14-12.
Yeah, it was a great run. It was a mix of speed, finesse, and power. You know, some nice cuts in there, broke the corner with some speed, powered past defensive back, to get in the end zone.
How about on the bench, big Chris Gardner getting a fist bump from Mark Brunell, paving the way for that run. And certainly that misdirection, something Baldwin's defense hadn't seen the entire game. Hanson on, squibs it towards the middle of the field. It's picked up at the 15-yard line, mainly towards the sideline. The Eagles still struggling to bring the man down, finally, around the 36-yard line. Xavier McGriff takes it.
They got Elksness out there on special teams, so you know that they're not taking special teams lightly the rest of this game.
Nice return by Xavier McGriff. They officially ruled at the 36-yard line. Exactly. That's something Coach Brunell also said. He's going to bring in more starters for these special team units because he's had to throw in a lot of freshmen and sophomores who didn't play on varsity last year.
You start seeing the big-time starters on special teams, you know it's a serious game.
And off Amos Porter. Only gets a gain of 1. Kirk Reed off the edge. Held him back like a parachute to avoid another big gain by the strong, sturdy running back. He only averages about 6 yards per carry on the year. He's been that third down back. Well, I guess when you compare anybody to Urshad JC, you say 6 yards, that's it? But he's been that feature back for an offense that loves to throw the ball about 3/4 of the time. Gives his offense a yard, 2nd and 9. Tompkins throws it, and incomplete. Looking for Tavion Sutton. Once again, Kirk Reed out there in coverage, and I think you've said this so many times on the year, Glenn. He has been the difference defensively in what could have been another loss or two.
Yeah, I love Kirk Reed. I mean, very sound. You know, he does his job, you know, commits to the discipline of the scheme. You know, I really love Kirk Reed. That was a dangerous throw. If that throw was a little bit behind that receiver, Kirk Reed might be running that thing into the end zone.
2:55 left in the half. 3rd down and 9 for a Baldwin offense that has stalled. Really, it's been stalling the entire game. Only touchdown they've had offensively was a 35-yard drive, and here comes the pressure on 3rd down. Elijah Franklin was there first and joined by his buddies not long after. Elksness finishes the sack and bring on the punting unit for Baldwin.